Hello my dear students, once again welcome back to our channel. So continuing our problem solving series in determinants, here I came up with the 14 question written on the screen. And what's the problem statement? We have to prove the identity, okay? The determinant we have to prove. So what we may see, the column 1 has 3 ones in it. So we may write row 2 tends to row 2 minus row 1 to generate a 0 in the column 2 first element, and we may write row 3 tends to row 3 minus row 1 to generate column 1 third element as 0. Okay, so we'll be going to get it as 0. This thing also will be going to get it as 0. So CA plus BD we have, minus BC minus AD we have, then again AB plus CD we have, minus BC minus AD we have. Now we have C square A square plus B square D square minus B square C square minus A square D square. Now what we may get over here, we have A square B square plus C square D square minus B square C square minus A square D square. Then this is 1, we have BC plus AD, then we have B square C square plus A square D square, and the value of this determinant we need to compute. Okay, now we'll be going to get some things, few things may be taken common by us. So what we may get common over here, from these two things if we talk about, we may get A as a common. Okay, and if these two things we talk about, minus B can be taken common by us. So if we are taking A as a common from here and here, we'll be going to write C minus D, and if we are taking minus B as a common over here, we may write C minus D. Great, wonderful. From these two things if we talk about from these two things if we talk about what may be taken common by us, we'll be going to get A square as a common we may take. Okay, so A square if we are taking common, we may write C square minus D square, and if these two things we talk about, minus B square can be taken common by us, will be remaining up with C square minus D square. Now if these two things we talk about, we will be going to get A as a common, so we'll be going to write B minus D, and if these two things we will be going to talk about, we'll be going to get minus C as a common, so we'll be going to write B minus D. These two things if we talk about, A square will be going to get common over here, so B square minus D square, and if these two things will be going to talk about, minus B square can be taken common by us, so C square minus D square. Now this is 0, this is 0, this is 1, this is BC plus AD, BC plus AD, and this is B square plus B square C square plus A square D square. Now proceeding further, what can be taken common by us? We're going to get few things as a common over here, and that will be what? C minus D as a common we may write over here. A minus B into C minus D we will get, then we may write A minus C into B minus D over here, then we may write A square minus B square multiplied by C square minus D square, then we may write A square minus B square multiplied by B square minus D square, right? Then this is 0, this is 0, this is 1, this is BC plus AD we have, this is B square C square plus A square D square we have. So when we'll be going to operate the determinant about column 1, we'll be going to eliminate this entire row, we'll be going to eliminate it, and this entire column will be going to eliminate it. Okay, so remaining up with what? We have a 2 cross 2 determinant, we may write like A minus B, C minus D, then further we may write like A minus B, A plus B, then we have C minus D, C plus D. Okay, so the column 1 elements will be written like this, row 1, column 2 elements, then we have A minus C, then we have B minus D, then we may write A minus B, then we may write A plus B, then we may write B minus D, then we may write B plus D. Hope you would have got my point. Now if we'll be going to get A minus B as a common from entire row 1 and C minus D as a common from entire row 1, so we may write A minus B, C minus D, then A minus C, B minus D. We may take, we took this as a common from row 1, we took this as a common from row 2. So what will be remaining up with? 1 1 will be remaining up with, and over here will be remaining up with A plus B and C plus D, and over here will be remaining up with A plus B and B plus D. Hope you would have got my point. So guys, this is like, what did we take common over here? We took minus C square as a common over here. Okay, what did we take a common factor over here? We took a minus C square common over here, and what we were remaining up with? We were remaining up with B square minus D square. Okay, so this was B square minus D square. So yeah, this is B square minus D square. So this will be minus c square, a square minus c square it will be. This is a square minus c square, and again this is a minus b, a plus b into a minus b into a minus c into a plus c. This is a minus c, this is a plus c. Now we got a minus b, c minus d as a common in the row 1. Then we got a minus c and b minus d as a common in row 2. Now further, if we'll be going to talk about what will be remaining up with, will be remaining up with a plus c and b plus d. So this is not a plus b, this is a plus c, right? Now we'll be going to simplify it a bit further. What will be going to happen? We'll be going to just multiply, we'll be cross multiplying. So ab plus ad plus bc plus cd we achieved, okay, minus ac minus AD minus BC minus BD we got, okay. So what we may see, AD and AD will be gone, then BC and BC will be gone, and 4 terms are remaining. So from this we may get A as a common, B minus C will be there. From this we may get minus D as a common, so C minus D will be there. Now we may write, okay, taking common also is like an art over here. What we may take common so that we may get another common factor again. So if we talk about this AB, we may have a common with another term where we have minus BD. Okay, so B may take common, A minus D will come, and if we talk about these two things, we may get minus C as a common. So what will be coming? A minus D will be coming, right? Then A minus D we may take common, so will be remaining up with B minus C. And in the front of it, we already had 4 factors, that is A minus B, C minus D, A minus C, and B minus D. So the entire answer will be remain written like this. So what was there? It was like A minus B. Then if we talk about ABCD in a circle, A we have, B we have, C we have, D we have. A minus B we took, then B minus C must be there, B minus C we took, then C minus D must be there, C minus D we took, then D minus A must be there. So instead of D minus A, we are doing A minus D. In the reverse order we are coming, then it must be B minus D we wrote, okay, B minus D we have, then C minus A we have. So everything whatever was written over there, we had proven this thing over here, okay. We got the same thing as a result over here. So hope you would have understood it, how to proceed further with such type of question. Hope you would have understood it, would have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.